last week I made a very strong error in judgment. The nostalgia of my memories of James Starks elevated him to the point where I said that he was almost as good as Aaron Jones or something to that effect.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what?
I had to go back and look at some things on James Starks. And while he's an awesome guy, and he did have certainly some very important moments for the Packers, especially in his rookie year when he came from out of nowhere late in the season and helped them win the Super Bowl. He was not as close to being as good as Aaron Jones, but he did have some good stuff. Anyway, the Packers just recently, after I talked about him last week. Now, the Packers didn't follow the fact that I talked about him, but they did have an alumni spotlight with James Starks just this week on their website. So that's pretty cool. You get to have a nice little interview with James Starks. He's a real humble, good guy. I'm still a big fan of his, but I will retract my statement. He was nowhere close to as good as Aaron Jones. Sorry, I was
Aaron
wrong.
Jones, the best Packers running back in the past 20 years.
I was wrong. What? 20 years?
Is he? I mean, I think it's a question to ask.
Oh, okay.
How do you guys put Aaron Jones, stack him up against Amon Green, Dorsey Levens, all of them?
I don't know. Amon Green was really good, and they used him a lot. Like he was.
They used him a lot. That's what you just said.
Yeah, but Aaron Jones hasn't. He can hold up to the beat. Like Amon Green used to take a beating, man. He got hit a lot, and he would run over people a lot. Now Aaron Jones is smarter than that. He doesn't take many big hits because he avoids them. He avoids them, which is good. That's
because he's better than Amon Green. He just doesn't get used a lot.
That's true. He was certainly underutilized in the McCarthy years. He was highly underutilized. That's for sure.
Every Packer fan has been screaming for it for 3 years. Even last year, we've gone over this. The floor didn't even know he wasn't in the game because he didn't know what was going on. And I'm a huge Dorsey Levens fan, but I would take Aaron Jones over Dorsey Levens any day of the week.